FanDuel's been good to me, man. FanDuel's been good to me because your boy is 4-2 in college football.
Yeah.
He is 4-2.
It's pretty good, man.
What's your record? I'll actually let you share your record. What is it?
You know what? I got a measly 0-6 through the first 2 weeks.
Wait, one more time?
The very embarrassing 0-6. So it's the big donut. 6 losses for official picks given out on the show by myself, and I'm taking accountability for it. I will. Personal life, giving out these picks, getting destroyed, getting crushed. People hate me. People don't like me right now when I give out college football bets. You know what happens? They start fading in silence. They show me the winning slip, and I'm happy for them. I'm happy for the audience and the listener that can make money off of my unbeatable cold streak through the first 2 weeks. Honestly, I'm putting my all of it into these picks. I don't expect to win one. I can't expect to win one.
That's a whole lot of excuse making that you're making here. Sean's stinking it up. I urge everybody caution. Actually, not caution. Fade this man. Fade this man.
Screw you. I saved your Baylor bet last week, by the way. I saved that for you.
You're cold as all hell. What do you mean you saved it? Because it was the one bet that you hit.
I live sniped it. And guess what? They ended up turning up for you late in the fourth.
Your live snipe almost cost me because you decided to steal my bet. Well, I'm feeling pretty good, though, because you're actually fading me on one of my picks, and you decided to just change my pick because the line moved.
I'm telling you the updated line.
Okay. Georgia, the first one I'm going to take. Georgia, -3.5 against Tennessee. Sean, for me, biggest part with this, I think there's a lot of overanalysis about Gunnar Stockton not being aggressive. And I think that we got to look back to what this dude did when he stepped in for Carson Beck and when he played in the Sugar Bowl. He was really aggressive. Now all of a sudden we think that he's timid and afraid because he's not throwing past the sticks. Maybe Mike Bobo doesn't want to show everything before the big Week 3 matchup against Tennessee on the road against Austin P.M. Marshall. I think that this offense is going to be completely different. Most importantly, on the other side of this, you got Joey Aguilar. He's a great player. He's done some awesome stuff. He's 5-0 touchdown interception ratio, which is great. Mm-hmm. But the dude is a risk taker and one at App State that has taken a lot of bad risks that led to turnovers. He's very turnover prone. Well, he hasn't thrown a pick this year. This isn't the secondary that he is going to go perfect against. And if he does, put him in the Heisman conversation. I'm so serious. If he goes out there, throws for 250, no picks, has a score or two, put him in the Heisman convo because this is a really, really good defense. Give me the Bulldogs -3.5.
Road dogs, and the only issue I have is using Mike Bobo as a possible hidden genius that's stashing away goodness. I don't believe he's capable of that.
Don't hit him, Bobo.
But I will be at this game. From what I'm being told, I will be at the area around this game.
Yeah, you'll be there before the game, and you are being asked to leave.
I will be around the festivities surrounding the game. It should be interesting. What I am told is it is literally the biggest day in the state of Tennessee all year. Is this game? So if that's what all these Tennessee sources are giving me, are giving me, I have to assume that they're going to show up a little bit. Just a little bit against the Dogs, but it's fine. Georgia's probably a better team. My first pick, LSU given 7.5 to Florida.
Blake, I'm sorry, man.
Who?
Blake, I'm sorry, man. Blake, I'm just pray for
Blake.
Blake. Pray for Blake. Lord, please pray for Blake Ruffino. Please, for Lord, our friend Blake Ruffino. Our boy, the bad omen, is over here.
He kiss of death.
You are just want to hurt people. You picked the Notre Dame in week 1. You're picking LSU. Why you just want to hurt? You just want to hurt him.
I don't want to hurt Blake. I don't want to hurt the LSU faithful. I have actually been pleasantly surprised by Nussie manning the helm at quarterback.
Wait, can you please do the same thing that you tweeted for Notre Dame? Before the
supreme confidence.
Yeah, I gotta do that. So then Blake has a stroke.
I gotta let the supreme confidence build to let people know. But look, Florida just embarrassed themselves, showed their entire ass to the nation, losing to USF last week. And you say, oh well, don't they want to get right? Not at Florida. Not there. I've been waiting for the get right. Many SEC faithful have been waiting for the get right. They're not getting right. And this has to be the final straw. There's no bounce back. There's no bounce back for Florida. LSU is a better team. They got a crazy-ass head coach that is just stern and stiff, complete opposite of Billy Napier. Complete opposite. So I'm going LSU. I think it's a simple, easy bet. Good team, bad team. LSU being good.
This was for Ruffino and Joe, we pick the specific games. I went with LSU because of some of the reasons that you put out there. Like I think that it's going to be too hard on the road for them to win. But I wouldn't put money on this game. I mean, either side, there's an argument to be made. I think that the argument to be made for the Billy Napier Florida side is, why would I bet against the guy who's about to get fired? Why would I bet against the guy whose job was on the line?
Because
last year he
already did this last year.
But that's my point.
And he didn't get better this year. How many times can you keep taking that haymaker to the jaw?
But we have evidence of the guy rallying his team when they're backed into a corner. Why would I bet against that guy?
You keep running your mouth. I don't love one of my bets. There's a tasty 6.5 point line against Texas A&M that I may slot in here. You keep on running your mouth.
You're just trying to hurt people. You are a bad friend.
Keep running
your bad
mouth over
person.
There.
You should be trying to build up as much good karma as possible. That you're 0-6.
I know.
The betting gods do not like you.
Thanks for the reminder.
Betting gods don't like you. You should be trying to build up some good karma.
God awful. I'm trying to build
good
karma with a good team versus a bad team. I'm keeping it simple.
All right, so I'm going to give this pick, and then you're going to give your counter pick because you're faded.
Works.
Well, I'm fading you, which thank you God for this happening. Dude, I love this line. Minnesota -2.5, allegedly.
Per FanDuel, thank you.
Allegedly, per FanDuel. -2.5. I love Minnesota at night, on the road, going to Cal. I think that this Cal team, JKS is what I'm the nickname I've decided to give for the very talented quarter. I don't know if
I didn't want to take a crack. I didn't want to. I appreciate the abbreviation.
It pains me as someone who has a name that should be easy to pronounce. It bothers me when people mispronounce my name. So I understand, and I don't want to air him out, but he's so freaking good, and I think we should start calling him JKS because he's got a long name. It just happens. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah became JOK, and it's one of the coolest names in the NFL and was in college football. But for JKS, dude's a baller. Dude's really freaking good. It was one of those games where you see all the clips that people are posting, and you just say, holy shit. This is a freshman. This guy's playing like he's a 4-year NFL vet. He's slinging it. He's being aggressive. He's attacking. But he's all they got, man. I mean, that team's bad. That team's bad. That team is. Why do you think? And we kind of touched on this. You've got all these teams with first-time quarterbacks, and they are tightening the leash, and they're just like, please don't screw up. Please don't screw up. Why do you think that he was the only one who didn't have the tightened leash? Because he's good. But because they got nothing to lose. Because if he had a tight leash, they would be F.
And that makes it a perfect bet. Okay. They got nothing to lose.
The last part with this and the actual driving force, I think Drake Lindsay is a really freaking good quarterback that needs more love. His, was one of his turnovers that he has this year comes off of, or I think it might actually be his only turnover, comes off of a foot of a defender. So it's not out of his control. They also have a really good offensive line. Big Greg Johnson fan who's their center. And I also think Corey Parrish and Anthony Smith, solid defenders, they have the edge along the lines of scrimmage. And that, to me, has been a driving force for a lot of my success is picking the teams with the edge on the lines of scrimmage. It's football. Football. Simple concepts.
Simple concepts are great. I like the simple concept, good quarterback, make me want to bet on good quarterback. And that's the simple concept. Watching the film, I was blown away. I was stunned. I like how this kid, JKS, slings it, right? JKS slings this thing down the sideline, downfield. Love it. Fell in love with this guy just last week. Fell in love with him. So I take that, I internalize it, and I wait. And I see they're playing Minnesota, a middle-of-the-road team. There's no reason to say they're the worst team in the Big Ten. There's no reason to say that they're in the top. They are middle of the pack there. trying to make a name for themselves. Can't do it. Can't dig out of their hole that they keep on going somehow deeper into. So I'm not that confident that they're going to go up and not shock the world, but be able to stop this new dynamic quarterback. Also, why is the line so small? If Cal's so bad, why is the line so tight? I love that line. That's a tasty little line.
Wait. Oh, this is the don't ask this question, brother. We've dove into this. I was saying this earlier on the shoot that I was doing. We're talking with the group of guys that were talking about college football betting, and I was saying we all agree with this. The books in the first 3 weeks of the year are really bad at setting lines unless it's the big games. I hate the argument and the conversation point when that people use of what do the books know that we don't know? They get it wrong all the time.
Agreed. Well, they were sharp in NFL Week 1. A lot of half point leans that I was looking at.
Maybe for you. This is your worst nightmare, man. I'm cooking in both.
Damn it.
You're fucked.
That line. That was actually, I've been angry on this show. I was angry last year. That line that you just slipped in is really, that hit a nerve. I am incensed.
A confident Joe DeLeone is the worst thing that can be shown up on this show.
He's the worst person on the planet.
Oh, yeah.
He's the worst guy you'll ever meet. I'm waiting for, I like week 8 Joe DeLeone, where we regress down to that, now you're, and I get to hear, you're fucking me. That's what I like hearing. I like, you piece of shit. That's what I like. Hearing that the utterances, not I got another one right. Hate that. Can't stand you.
All right, you have any other thoughts on this pick?
No, I'm just excited to see the young kid sling it, and I think that he is going to shock Minnesota and continue that nice trend. Don't get cute. Don't read the clippings. Just sling that thing. Love it.
Last one that I like, Ole Miss -7.5. I think that after last week, Lane Kiffin got his white-knuckled game out where he's just clenching it too much. And I know that I'm going to go 2-1 again. This is going to be my one bet that doesn't hit. Just Ole Miss just effing me over and over again. Just screwing me. Kiffin just screwing me.
He put the screws to be bad.
I think that for this matchup, and we saw the ass whooping from last year, Kiffin has had relentlessness when going up against Arkansas. I think that because the line was so big last week and then them underperforming last week and not covering allowed for this line to be a lot tighter. So I'm taking advantage of the opportunity for them to win by 10 or so points, somewhere in that range. I don't know what the deal totally is with Simmons and oh my God, what's the backup quarterback's name? It's an awesome name. It's Chambliss, the Ferris State kid.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Oh my God, he's got a sick name if you could look it up. Yep. It's Chambliss is the last name. I don't know what the situation is there. I think Simmons is supposed to start and he's going to be fine, but it's something to monitor.
Trinidad Chambliss,
right. The sickest name in college football. That dude needs an award. They just got to get that should be the name of the year award. Trinidad Chambliss name of the year award.
I like it. I don't know. Ole Miss scares me. They just always scare me.
It does too, but there's not a lot of bets that I love this week, and this is one of the few ones that I kind of like.
Just a funky ass team. My final college bet.
Before I cut you off already, I realized I already faded you on this one too. It's one of my bets that I have.
Nice, awesome. What kind of thing is that to say to a person before they? Okay,
stop giving out bad bets. Stop opposing me.
I'm not opposing. Oh. That is so arrogant.
Me.
That is such an arrogant statement to make. To think that you're one that needs to be opposed. My final pick: Tulane given 1.5 versus the lowly Duke Blue Devils. The overhyped offseason Duke Blue Devils. Waiting to see what happens in Duke. No, they stink. They've been slow and soft this year. Tulane has been entering the relevancy chat for college football for years. And they're starting to really roll. I like this Tulane team. It's a feel-good bet. It's a quality bet. Duke is soft and sorry. Tulane stays hungry. They stay hungry, and that is what they're going to beat Duke. This 1.5 doesn't scare me one bit. I like Jake Retzlaff. I think he gives them a dynamic option at quarterback, passing, and running the rock. Duke is going to be in hell.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. Nope. I like Duke in this one. And this is another circumstance where team lets down, plays poorly, and now the lines that are put out by the books reflect the fact that people don't think that this Duke team's very good. You know, this Duke team has really freaking good defense that Tulane offensive line can't keep up with. They've got some really good safeties. They've got so many more athletes. So many more. I like Tulane, dude. I like Coach Summerall. I like him. But we got to recognize here that there's a talent gap between Darian Mensah, the former Tulane quarterback, and Retzlaff. We're going to see a little bit more of an awakening from this Duke squad. Last thing that I would ever want to do is go up against a team that underperformed the prior week that has potential.
I got all the film. Tulane has all the film on Mensah that they need. And what has he done to wow me this year and say, oh, this guy I don't want to mess with. This is a guy that could mess up my line. Haven't seen that.
It's too close of a spread, brother, man. I
just need him by 2. I don't need Tulane winning by 7.
For Duke to lose to a G5 team, top 5 G5 team, but to lose to a G5 team, they would need to be a Northwestern level bad. They are not. This is a good team. It's got NFL athletes all over that defense. Manny Diaz is a good coach.